follow your dreams, and something that anything is really achievable if you have the discipline and the work ethic and the passion for it. When I was 3 or 4 years old, I think I always fell in love with the game and just enjoyed being out on the rinks. And, that was something I've always enjoyed doing, just meeting friends and socializing and just playing a sport I love. I've always loved sports and loved watching.
He scores! Nazem Kadri! The Kadri man can! I didn't see it, but they did! I don't believe it! Kadri into the lineup against the overtime winner! And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because this party is over!
As a parent, you try and create that vehicle for them to be supportive in the sense of you're taking them to tournaments, you're putting them in power skating, you're doing all the extras. As long as the kid is dedicated as well, right? So it's hard work on both ends, and you have to really, really want it.
My dad was a big hockey fan. He kind of, pushed me in that direction, and obviously showed some dedication himself, just taking me to the rinks and everything. So I immediately fell in love with it. So it was something I knew I wanted to do from an early age.
Well, he started at a very young age, probably about 2.5. And, we used to actually get him rollerblading before he skated. And then he soon after started to skate in the backyard rink.
Those are two big junior markets in the OHL. So, I kind of had a bit of a taste of, just being under pressure and trying to handle that and deal with it. So, it was obviously a bit of a change because you're going from junior to professional, but, the people involved, like, Pete DeBoer and the Hunters, kind of been there and done that before, so they did a great job preparing me.
It's a huge accomplishment, and it doesn't happen that often. So many kids play hockey. I was a Montreal Canadian fan, and ironically enough, he was drafted in Montreal, and he went to the arch rival, Toronto, which I never really cheered for. But, I'm happy that he was in Toronto and close by where we could attend a lot of his games.
My first NHL game, I think, it was a unique situation. I think I was 19 years old at the time, and was called up and got to play against some pretty good players, and I actually started that game, and it was pretty cool for me because those are players that I grew up watching, and all of a sudden I'm out there taking face-offs against them. So it was pretty surreal. Just different experiences, and obviously you mature through time, and it evolves you as a person and a player. So from my experience, these are ignorant, uneducated people that you shouldn't really take their opinion seriously. If they're making those kind of comments, and just a game.
It was a long journey, and that's the ultimate goal, right? As a kid, you're playing road hockey in the street, and you're playing a game that wins you the Stanley Cup, and now it's taking place for real. The seconds as they counted down and Nazem was on the ice, it was, I just kind of relived the whole journey in my head. It kind of flashed in my head, and then it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, just commitment. I think really a lot of coaches preach commitment and dedication, and I think that work ethic value a lot of coaches try to instill in players, and because at the end of the day, that's what you need to be successful. And it's definitely difficult, and you got to make a lot of sacrifices. But if you're willing to do that, I feel like in any line of work, really any career you decide to follow, doesn't have to necessarily be professional sports, but if you continue to just put your head down and work and and be committed, I think anything's possible.
I mean, he's born and raised in London, played all his minor hockey in London, played junior hockey in London. So London's a big part of our, of the Kadris. It's a big part of our community, and we wanted to share because it's special. Right?
To be at the top of your game and to be the best of the best, you have to, really dedicate your life almost to just working on your craft and getting better each day, and that main value is work ethic. You got to work hard.